What up, though, y'all? It's your boy Shane G. We are back once again with another episode of OTI Open to Interpretation right here on the Ethos Media Network. Today, we're going to have some fun, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to have to say much in this episode. We got one member of Team Jordan, we got one member of Team LeBron, and they're going to do this right here on camera. You know what I'm saying? That's all we got for y'all today. So let's get into the clip. Be right back.
I'm going to give you one last chance to stop being so blasphemous, Scottie Pippen. Michael Jordan or LeBron James, better, who are you going with?
Well, I'm going to go with Michael Jordan.
Okay.
But statistically, LeBron James is a better basketball player. And here's why. He fills the stats up across the board, night in and night out. You're talking about a kid who can easily average a triple-double if he chooses to. I don't think Michael Jordan had that option.
You don't think he had that option?
No.
He could have done that, especially with you?
No.
Especially with you?
It's not his demeanor.
Okay.
It's not his demeanor as a player. That's like me telling you that Kobe Bryant could have averaged a triple-double.
Kobe will tell you he could have anytime he wanted to.
Yes, but that's not what Kobe wants to do.
Okay.
Kobe wants to score.
Well, let me ask you this, Scottie Pippen. When it comes time to close, who you want?
I want Michael Jordan. I want Kobe Bryant. I want LeBron James. I want them all.
All right, fine. You got to pick one, okay? Who you going with, Scotty? Who you going? I'm talking about a six-time champion who's never, ever, ever lost an NBA Finals, who, by the way, never even allowed a series to go seven games.
Right.
You were right there. How is it that you talk about Michael Jordan like LeBron James is in the same sentence as him? Why do you do that?
Hold on. I would never diss Michael Jordan. I will always pick him over LeBron. You asking me what I see in today's game, I'm giving you my physical answer.
Okay, well, let me
I watched the game.
All right, well,
I'm a student of the game.
And
I realize how
just couldn't
LeBron
play as
James
great as
plays
you.
the game.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
And if you want to make that...
All right. Now, you done heard it from a couple of our favorite analysts, who be on TV. Now let's hear it from my guys. You know what I'm saying? LOF Lack of Flaws, the homie Twan. What's up, fellas? How we doing?
What up, brother? What up, brother? I'm
Ready to have fun with y'all, man. I'm ready to have fun with y'all. You know what I'm saying? We had this conversation all the time off camera. We bringing it to the people today. We got Mr. Team Jordan, Lack of Flaws. We have Team LeBron, the homie Twan, and it even rhymes. So that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Flaw got the whole June 16th situation going. You know what I'm saying? He's automatically Team Jordan. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Twan, why is LeBron the greatest of all time?
Man, it's a lot of reasons why LeBron is the greatest NBA player of his era and the greatest NBA player of all time, in my humble opinion, minus the people that I wasn't allowed to see. So that let me just get that caveat. I wasn't allowed to see Will Chamberlain and those type of guys, so they don't count to me because I couldn't see them. One, pressure. Like, let's start there. Like, the kid was 16 years old on the cover of Sports Illustrated. From the time he was 16, he had an enormous amount of pressure. Like, I can't think of no other athlete who had as amount of pressure going into their professional career as LeBron James. Everybody.
Tiger Woods?
Maybe Tiger Woods, but at the same time,
I mean, he still was LeBron James. I'm not.
No. Tiger Woods had an enormous amount of pressure, and he lived up to it as well. So big up to Tiger Woods.
Tiger.
But with LeBron, it was like, coming into the league, 18 years old. They had named, he was a high school phenom. There were several high school phenoms before him who just completely didn't live up to the hype. They completely flamed out. And that's one of the things that, to me, he not only lived up to the hype, he exceeded it. Like, going into his 20th year, he's about to be the all-time leading scorer in NBA history. So let's put that in perspective. Like, how many people come into the game with hype and then lead a game with those titles? All-time leading scorer in league history. top 10 assists in league history, rebounds, league history. On top of the fact, what is this? His 19th straight. If he make the All-Star game, this will be his 19th straight All-Star game. 4 championships, Olympic gold medals. Like, what is it to say besides that? And 73-9 team, slayed them, came back from 3-1, slayed the Dragon, caused them to go get Kevin Durant. How about this? This is something I tell people all the time. Michael Jordan retired from the Bulls in this, in the midst of his what people might consider his prime. Well, the year before they retired,
what we might consider someone's prime.
Well, what I'm saying is the year before he retired,
they did what?
They won a championship. They won 57 games. When he left, they won 55 games. So I'm just saying that
did they finish?
No, they did, but this is the point I'm making. And let me speak, and you're gonna have your speak. I'm just saying that to attack the narrative that people make it seem like Jordan played by himself. When he retired, his team won 55 games. Shane, I know this ain't ESPN and we ain't got people sending us stats and none of that shit. But I want you to look at the record of every team when LeBron James leaves. What did the Cleveland Cavs do after LeBron James left? I could have swore they drafted Anthony Bennett, right? What was Anthony Bennett draft status, if you don't remember? He was the first overall pick, Shane.
I know. He was the first overall pick, and they picked him dead.
They were horrible. What I mean is when LeBron left, they were horrible. They took Anthony Bennett, Kyrie Irving. They were horrible, god-awful when LeBron James left. He goes to Miami, wins 2 chips down in Miami.
Shout out to D-Wade.
Definitely shout out to D-Wade, one of the best players in his generation. Big shout outs to D-Wade.
Shout out to D-Wade.
He left Miami, left D-Wade in Miami. They were horrible. So let's just start there. Like, and I'm gonna leave the off the court shit alone. I'm gonna just leave it strictly basketball, because when we filter in off the court, it's no comparison. It's
don't worry, we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there. We're gonna go there, but not yet.
It's no comparison when you go off the court. It's not even. They shouldn't even.
Hold on. We're gonna get there.
So I'm gonna just go strictly on the court. I'm gonna go strictly on the court, and this is why I feel it's unfair to LeBron, because people can't imagine what he really is. Like, people always compare him to Jordan, and that's only because. I agree.
Comparable to Michael Jordan.
I agree. He's not a ball hog. He's not a ball hog. If LeBron James was a,
even though he's not a, he is a ball-centric player.
This is what I'll tell you, and this is what people can't imagine.
The Lakers are right now making a change to put the ball back in LeBron's hands because, in all fairness, he is one of the best passers that we've ever seen.
And that's the point I was about to make is
I wasn't even being rude to LeBron.
I'm agreeing, but the point I was about to make is he's really Magic Johnson on steroids. He's a souped up Magic Johnson. His basketball IQ, his court vision, his reasoning to always make the best play is Magic Johnson like. Then when you add into that durability, this man probably get fouled more than anybody.
No, Shaq got fouled more than anybody. You're lying on to the public.
I said in his era. In his era.
I can't sit here and let you lie to the public.
In his era.
Giannis is getting fouled more than LeBron.
This is all I'm saying. This is all I'm saying, Shane.
Giannis is getting fouled more than LeBron right now.
I don't know about that. But this
what you saying, bro?
This is the point I'm making.
Let me know, man.
6'9", 270, speed, vision, jumping ability, athleticism when he was in his prime. It's nobody that can match him physically. I heard besides maybe Wilt Chamberlain. They always talk about Wilt. I didn't see Wilt. And Shaq, but Shaq was a big fella. He couldn't really dribble. He couldn't do the things that he could do. Okay. How about this? Every team that LeBron James has played for has won what?
One of them things.
One of them rings. Now, I'm not knocking Jordan because he only played for 2 teams. But this the thing about the GOAT Tom Brady. When Tom Brady left New England, what did they say? Was it the system or was it New England? Well, Tom Brady went to the Bucks the first season and said, no, it was me. It was me. I had a big part of it.
Flaw, I got the same question for you, bro. Get your bars off, you know what I'm saying? Tell me why Michael Jordan is the greatest player to ever live.
And I'm loading my clip up.
Man, look. LeBron James is amazing. Off the court, he's been even better. That has nothing to do with if you put a gun to my head and tell me that there's a game for my life, I'm picking Michael Jordan. Like, I understand that LeBron James is going to win the longevity award. He's going to win the longevity award for longest longevity, how long he was able to do it. That's not a knock. That's just the reality of the situation. Sports, the way that the athletes take care of their bodies today, completely different. The money in the sport is different. The whole 9 yards. Everything is different. Being him, and I'm surprised Twan didn't bring this up, him being a billionaire while he's still an active player, all of that shit comes
I tried to leave it on the court.
All of that shit comes from the evolution of where we are today. So that's where it becomes slightly unfair to, that's not really apples to apples because Michael played at a time when it was just different and this is the evolution. But on a very simple level, LeBron James is amazing, extremely talented. His body type and his physical ability makes him a walking stat padding machine. If LeBron James rolls out of bed and he gives you 70% effort, he should give you 7 rebounds. He's 6'9".
He ain't the only guy in the NBA that's 6'9".
And I expect the rest of them 6'9" motherfuckers to go give me 7 rebounds too.
Well, a lot of them don't.
And I have an issue with they big asses too. So, as it pertains to when we have a conversation of, you want to tell me LeBron James is the most overall balanced basketball player ever, I'll give it to you all day. But when we talk about the greatest, last time I checked, this was about your ability to
don't say championships.
This is about your ability to overcome whatever circumstances are thrown in front of you and your team. Now, if Michael Jordan wanted to go out here and collect 10 rings, I'm pretty sure he could have went to a whole different team than the Wizards. He didn't go to the Wizards to get chips. He went to the Wizards to be the first. Well, he went to the Wizards to be able to buy the team.
I understand that.
So just to be clear, hold on, whoa, because LeBron James ain't did shit but run around looking for rings. So stop it. He's been Easter egg hunting for rings. I don't want to hear it.
That's not true.
Stop it. It's been a big ass Easter egg hunt.
That's not true.
I don't want to have this conversation.
That's not true.
What did I lie to the people, Twan?
That's not true.
Where did I lie?
He has not been ring hunting anything.
Let's start at the beginning. You don't believe that the goal was to win a championship when he went to Miami to go get with D Wade, Chris Bosh, and Pat Riley? At the end of the day, wait. Was was the goal not to join forces with these individuals to chase a ring? Yes or no?
Every season they're trying to win a championship.
Great. So I'm
See,
glad that we're
but Shane,
all. I'm glad we're all.
you go ahead.
I'm glad
You go
that
ahead.
we're. I'm
You
glad
go
we're
ahead.
on the same.
This is the part that
page.
I'm saying, Shane. This what people seems to forget about that decision, which is crazy to me. If a nigga ain't porking your mama on the team, do you leave? Like people seem to forget.
Now, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. First and foremost, I wasn't going to bring up what was going on between one of his teammates and something that I cannot substantiate one way or the other.
Hey, man, at the end of the day,
would you rather be Jordan Poole or would you rather be LeBron James?
What you mean?
Conversation. Let's have it. Would you? I happen to know what happened in Cleveland. You happen to just put this man business on the street, and it's 1,000 million people that may see this that didn't know what they've been talking about all of this time.
Everybody knew.
Okay. Shane, do you know this story?
Speaking about the Delonte West LeBron situation. Yeah. Everybody knows.
Everybody knew. But what I'm saying is, okay, all I'm saying is this. It was alleged mitigating factors that led to him leaving. Secondly, now I'm about to put this thing in perspective.
Wait a minute.
All that being fine and dandy.
Wait a minute. That's bullshit. I gotta call big, fat, ugly bullshit on that for the pure and simple fact of he's LeBron James and this is Delonte. Like Dan Gilbert could have lost his contract. This wasn't like Dan Gilbert could have paid him to stay home. You're LeBron James. You do not have to leave Cleveland because of Delonte.
No, you don't have to. But when Dan Gilbert,
you wanted to go take your ass to Miami with Pat Riley and Dwayne Wade, where you could learn how to be a champion. He went to school in Miami.
Hey, at the end of the day, whatever you want to say,
be okay with it. Just be okay.
No, this is the point I'm making. No, this is the point I'm making.
Pat Riley and D-Wade, my nigga, he's a graduate.
That's fine. The point I'm making is he took Cleveland to the championship, bro.
He was going in order. Wait, slow down.
He took Cleveland to.
And then he left.
But he still took them.
What you want me to do? What you want? You want a cookie?
Bro, you know how many niggas didn't go to the finals, let alone at 22?
Do we talk about Charles? Do we talk about Charles Barkley? Oh man, Charles Barkley dope because he got there.
No, people talk about Charles Barkley as one of the top. Hold on. Charles Barkley is one of the top 20 basketball players. Like, people definitely revere Charles Barkley.
People talk about Charles Barkley never winning a ring. They don't talk about Charles Barkley getting to the finals. So do you want a cookie? Do you want a cookie for going to the finals? I'm going to go out and
say this. I don't understand the whole championship thing because there's more players to have championships than Michael Jordan.
The funny thing right now is I didn't even bring up.
I'm beating you to the punch. This is the truth. I'm not
even talking about the number of championships he won. All I said was he made career decisions to run around trying to get as many as he could. He did not stay in a place. He did not stay in a place and figure it out.
Let's talk facts.
He's not Damian Lillard. He's not Kobe Bryant. He's not one of them guys. That's okay.
And he shouldn't be. At the end of the day, let's talk facts. Every team he played for, he brought him a ring. That was his job.
After going and raiding an entire where has he gone and not built a massive team around him?
What massive team did he build with the new Lakers?
If I'm not mistaken, a lot of people would say that Anthony Davis is a top 5 player in the fucking league.
Man, you out your mind. Nobody would say that.
He went and got AD in the bubble 3 years ago?
AD has always been injury prone. He's never been a top 5 player in the league.
He went and got AD when he won in the bubble.
So what is Scottie Pippen?
Scottie Pippen?
Yeah, Scottie Pippen.
If I'm not mistaken, hold on, wait. Scottie Pippen was drafted, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't care what he was.
Oh, we don't care.
I'm about to break it down.
Has LeBron James not?
Hold on, I'm about to break it down. I don't want us to yell over each other.
Now I let you talk for a good 8 minutes.
Go ahead. That's why I just said.
I sat
That's
here
why I just
quietly
said. I don't want us to
here.
yell over each other. Go ahead. Because I have some shit that's facts.
I don't even believe that neither one of us has said anything, well, other than when you lied about, that thing in the first part.
This is the truth right here. This is what's factual. And now that they ain't on the same page, Scottie Pippen speaking his truth. The factual point is Michael Jordan never won a championship till he got Scottie Pippen, and he didn't win one after he departed him.
Well, that's great. That's amazing. Last time I checked, how many seasons did Michael play after? 3?
I don't know. He ain't won one after him, though.
No, if I'm not mistaken, Michael played 3 seasons as a Wizard. Somebody can fact check me on that. And he came back 3 years later. 2-3 years later. He came back at what, 36, 37? He came back as a 36-year-old man and played 36, 37, and 38 so he could own a team.
I don't give a fuck when he came back. He played.
I don't have an issue with you holding it against him. I'm not one of those people who believes his career stopped in 98 in Utah. I'm not one of those people. He put on the uniform, it counts against him. Sure, no problem. But what we're not gonna sit here and do is act like there isn't a young man who is definitely concerned with his legacy, which I get.
I never said that he wasn't. But
so because all I'm saying is he's made strategic decisions because that's been the case.
And maybe he did. That doesn't take away from the fact of anything he's accomplished.
I'm glad that we can agree that he is not the type to sit anywhere in a situation while it turns around. I'm glad that we can admit.
Let me ask y'all something.
This is the truth.
Let me ask you something real quick.
Michael Jordan didn't have.
Let me jump in real quick, Tom. Let me jump in real quick. I just want to ask y'all something. When LeBron was at his peak and when Jordan was at his peak, who had harder competition?
Are you serious? It's not even close. LeBron James.
The game was different.
Right.
No, the game was different.
Played at that
the
time,
game was drastically different. What the fuck are we talking
about?
The
players are better now, man. That's just the truth.
Game was different. I'm with you. I'm agreeing that the players are better, but because the game was different and you can be more physical, I'm saying that mitigates some of the skill.
But
if a motherfucker can push you over, that changes whether or not the hand checking alone changes everything. Being able to hand check from 94 feet change everything.
Let me ask you this, Shane, because you seem pretty knowledgeable about basketball, right? One of LeBron James' supposed weaknesses is his jump shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do you think they would? What do you think they would do in an era where they couldn't play zone against LeBron James?
They would push the nigga out to 35 feet.
Are you fucking nuts? He's 270.
Oh, but this is my point about like in that era that we're referring to. He wouldn't be such a freak of nature. He was only a freak of nature by speed, not by girth.
Shane, this is what I want you to do. Shane, this is what I want you to do. You know that magical shot?
Have you ever heard of Anthony Mason?
I'm gonna talk to Shane for a quick minute so that our audible listeners can hear it. You know that magical shot that Michael Jordan hit over Cleveland, right?
I do.
Who was guarding him?
What was it? Craig Elo?
Craig Elo.
Go look at Craig Elo's stature. Go see how tall and how much he weighs.
Yeah, but then he also bust Brian Russell ass. Brian Russell's 6'7.5".
Brian Russell is 6'4", and he's not an athlete. Like at the end of the day, the athletes are better. They're taller, more skilled. It's not even close. LeBron James would be a center in 1980.
Jordan was in college in 1980.
Like, no, I just meant in that era, in 88, 89.
That's not necessarily true, just because Magic was from that era. And he was a point.
You had Wilt Chamberlain.
So if LeBron played the same way as Magic, he could have been utilized.
Wilt Chamberlain was 50 years old in age. Like at the end of the day,
the captain.
What about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? He would stand in the lane and get dunked on. Like at the end of the day,
what?
That's what will happen. At the end of the day, I'm sorry, man. I'm one of them people that realize this. And this is the thing that I'm making. Name one team, Shane, and I don't even want you to do it. I want this to be to the listeners and the viewers of the YouTube and the podcast audio. There's not one team that Michael Jordan played in the finals that would beat the Warriors or the Spurs. Not one.
Flaw, do you agree with that statement? Do you disagree? What's up?
Well, first and foremost, I feel like Jazz could have battled. But number one, the problem is the problem that he speaks to is in Michael's era, the East was the most dominant conference. The reason, and something that doesn't get talked about, the reason that LeBron James has 10 appearances in the NBA Finals is because his ass was in the East for a good portion of that time when the West was the most dominant conference. I'm not saying that LeBron didn't have to beat anybody because you can only beat, this the other thing. I'm a fair person. You can only beat who's in front of you. So if you rolling in the East between like 2004, 2005, you got the Detroit Pistons to worry about.
That's kind of crazy. You named them 2 seasons because I could have swear like in 2004 the Pistons won
that
the chip.
The beginning. That was the beginning. That was the beginning of the end.
That's when LeBron came in the league.
That was my point. LeBron James spent the majority of his time in a weakened Eastern Conference when the West was. How do you not agree? You had Kobe. You had Kobe. I mean, everybody was in the East.
Huh?
You had Boston and Detroit. That's it.
I thought the Miami Heat won the championship.
In
06?
I'm sorry, I said 07. I said 06.
But anyway.
That was Shaq and D Wade. What about it, though?
What do you – they're still in the East.
Where did Shaq come from?
Orlando. If you want to be technical about what team he played for.
Since you want to be a jackass, where did Shaq
Yeah, since you want to be technical.
Where did Shaq?
He came from Orlando.
Where did Shaq come from on that trade?
The Lakers.
Okay, which is in the Western Conference.
But he came from Orlando before, so you're like, it's not making any sense.
Bro, he left when did he get traded to the Lakers from Orlando?
After his 4th year, after he got swept by a king.
99?
I don't know, something like that. After he got swept by a king, like 96.
No, I think he got traded. It was like 98, 97, somewhere in there.
He didn't get traded. He was a free agent.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So nonetheless, Shaq went west. The Western Conference was difficult. Tim Duncan, Rockets, all that. It was complicated out there.
Let's get back to this LeBron and Jordan. LeBron is better. LeBron is better. And it's the thing I be trying to tell Jordan fans. I get it because I kind of grew up in the Jordan era too. Like Jordan came along at a time where basketball was just coming off tape delay. He was the first person with a gym shoe that they made very nostalgic. He was jumping out the gym. You know, he was doing some magical things. He scored a lot of points. But this is the truth about Michael Jordan. And I hate to do this because he's one of the greatest basketball players and one of the greatest athletes to ever live. But the truth of the matter is, James Harden had a better 7 first seasons than Michael Jordan. He was nothing but a overinflated James Harden until he won the championship. He scored a lot and he lost a lot.
Okay.
So
James Harden didn't win Rookie of the Year. That's disrespectful.
That's fine and dandy. Jordan won Rookie of the Year.
Don't be disrespectful though.
I mean, Jordan.
Like you're disrespect. James Harden didn't win the dunk contest. Like, don't
Look,
be
I don't
rude.
look.
Don't be
See,
fucking rude.
I'm gonna be kind of real though. Like some of the things the Jordan fans bring up really don't matter. Like, you know how many motherfuckers I could name that won a dunk contest that couldn't hoop? Like, good that he won the dunk contest. That's good for him.
In totality, you only feel that way because LeBron James never took his ass to the dance.
Why
So
would he?
if LeBron, he's a freak of nature.
But he don't need to dunk. He don't need to do that. Like at the end of the day, Michael Jordan was trying to get the league hype. I get it. The league had got to a point. The dunk contest was boring. We ain't need that.
No, nigga. The truth is, Michael Jordan is just a deeper competitor.
Nah, man, that's
James
crazy for
prefers
you to
a
even
stack
say
deck.
that. Like,
he likes to
I
stack
ain't
deck,
gonna lie.
bro.
I ain't gonna lie. That's one of the most craziest things.
He only wants to play under a certain set of circumstances.
That's not true.
I don't understand how you can't.
That's not true. Like at the end of the day, it's crazy when people question any pro athlete's competitiveness, especially ones that compete for championships and win championships.
I didn't question his competitive nature. I questioned it in comparison to who I'm.
Where was Michael Jordan's competitive nature when he was losing to Magic, Isaiah, and Bird? Where was it then?
What do you mean? Where was it? He showed up the next year bigger and better. He didn't run off. He never ran off on the plug and went and got a better team to come compete.
Shane, I'm gonna talk to you because this is the point I make, because it's a lot of facts that people don't realize. How did you beat the plug? Do you know that Michael Jordan has a losing record against Bird, Magic, and Isaiah?
I didn't, yeah.
Did I say that he beat the plug, or did I say that?
How does he get credit? To be completely honest, he wasn't even in their era. He didn't even start winning till they retired.
Notice that you brought up Bird, you brought up Isaiah, you brought up.
You know what era he was in? He was in Stockton's era. He was in Malone era. He was in Pat Ewing's era. He was in Barkley's era. That's who era he was in.
Mm-hmm.
That's who era he was in.
Even though his first 7 years, them people were active,
they was beating his ass.
They had better teams, as you like to say about LeBron James.
I'm glad he said that. I knew I was gonna get it. Now I want you to go look up this fact, Shane. I'm so glad that I finally got a Michael Jordan fan to say he lost because his team wasn't as good. I want you to look up the statistical fact, Shane.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron James has lost in the final 6 times, right?
Okay.
I want you to go look up out of them 6 losses, how many times was his team the favorite?
You know the interesting part about being the best player in the world?
Once. You can't be careful what you say. Be careful what you say.
I'm about to give it to you right now.
You just told me.
You can't have it both ways. Here's the thing about that. 100%, because I agree with you. I 100% agree with you that Michael Jordan was
3 out of the 10 times, according to USA Today. 3 out of the 10 times he's been to the finals was his team the favorite.
So you know what that means? I'm glad you brought that up. He has 4 championships. So that also means that one of those times
he stole one.
See, no, that means twice. Because one of the times he was a favorite.
No, we don't know which one. We don't know which one.
No, I can break it down. I know for a fact. He lost to Dallas when his team was a favorite. So for him to have 4 championships and his team to have been favored 3 times, that means he's won 2 championships when he wasn't.
We're having a conversation about losing in the finals, which I don't even understand from my side of the argument in the first place.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this, Shane. I'm gonna ask you.
I don't even understand that shit at all.
Shane.
My niggas don't even understand losing when you get there.
Shane, let me ask you this, right?
With an L is just
Shane. Let me ask you this. If your son's in the spelling bee, right?
Yeah.
Your son's in
if you get to the final round.
No, if your son's in the spelling bee, are you happier that your son lost in the first round or he came in second place?
If he came in second place, I'd be, you know what I'm saying? He got farther.
We're not happy at all over here.
No, he's being honest. It's more accomplished.
All over here. Real champions like Michael Jordan, we're not happy about second place or first place or 10th place or 7th place. No, nigga, it's win or go home. LeBron James had to learn that mentality. He's running around doing interviews right now talking about, I love win or bust. I love how it's win or bust. Yes, he understands today that it's win or bust. For a while, he was happy to be there.
No, he wasn't.
All right, bro. Then why is he saying it now? Why wasn't it always win or bust?
He was never happy to be there, but at the end of the
why
day,
are we just now adjusting to win or bust?
this is the point that I'm making, man. And it's like it's hard to be delusional with LeBron James' talent is what's held against him. And what I mean by that is he's so amazing that he took teams to the finals. He took teams to the finals that should have not been there. I want you to go, Shane.
Which one do you want, though? You can't have it both ways. My nigga, finish the journey.
What are you talking? That's your, bro, that is your expectation. I don't expect one man to win every game. Michael Jordan played
to win every game either.
At the end of the day, Shane, finishing the mission. I'm done talking to him. Shane, at the end of the day, Muhammad Ali, did he ever lose?
The nigga got more participation awards than championships.
Hold on.
You want me to pat the nigga on the back?
Did Muhammad Ali ever lose, Shane?
The nigga got 6.
He got some L's. Ali got some L's.
Did Muhammad Ali ever lose?
For sure, yeah. He does not have a perfect record. Absolutely.
You know why we respect Muhammad Ali, though? You know the difference between LeBron James and Muhammad Ali?
I want to hear.
Number one, Muhammad Ali gets in the ring by himself, first and foremost. So that just removes all of these
niggas. Now he's making my point. If LeBron James played basketball by himself, he probably would have 300 rings because nobody would beat him. It'd be his sorry-ass teammates to drag him down every time.
He picks every time. Niggas. You the general manager. Stop bitching about your teammates when you pick them.
This is the point I'm making. I'm about to destroy all this.
Don't change the narrative now.
I'm not about, bro. I'm not even about to argue. I want you to look at what LeBron James does in elimination games. I want you to look at his stats in elimination games. I want you to look at who has the most last-second shots made in the NBA history. Who has the last under 30-second shots made in NBA history? And then go look at their percentages. Go look at their percentages, bro. I'm gonna bring up a factor that nobody else brings up, Shane, in this whole debate. Michael Jordan notoriously doesn't have thick skin. Can you imagine how Michael Jordan would have got destroyed if he grew up in this media scrutinized era where they tear down the heroes instead of bringing them up?
I'm pretty sure he would be different overall. Like LeBron James is different because he grew up in a different era. That's the part of the shit that's unfair.
I'm speaking to Shane. Shane, at the end of the day, nobody wants to bring up the fact that we live in an era where they tear down the heroes.
But why would we not allow him to be different if he was born in this era?
Bro, Michael Jordan was a fucking, let's call it what it was.
We would be different if we was born in slavery. My nigga, what are we talking about?
You missing my point. He missing my point.
The reality of if you're born
he missing my point.
Time, you're different.
Okay, let me reverse it then. Michael Jordan was allowed to be a dickhead. He wasn't blasted over the media for all the dickheadish childish stories to come out now.
He wouldn't have been a dickhead if he would have and grew up in a time period where that wasn't nearly as accepted.
Then would he be Michael Jordan?
Only time would fucking tell. But guess
what?
I
know is
none of us can rewrite the
all I know is this.
What he was.
If they play one-on-one, LeBron James is fucking him up in his prime. If they play one-on-one, LeBron James is just better.
Here's my thing. Here's my question. I'm not going to do that one. Here's what I want to do, though. I want y'all to give me two centers who you think are roughly even in skill, who could defend each other and, all that type of shit. Just give me two.
That's even in skill?
Yeah. Roughly. You know what I'm saying?
Patrick Ewing and David Robinson.
Boom. All right. Do you agree with that, Flo?
Oh, man. Patrick was body on the board. David was nasty. The Admiral was nasty. I was going to say probably more like Hakeem. Who would you like? Hakeem and probably like Kareem.
I don't know, because Akeem was really 6'9.5". Kareem was like 7'2". I don't know. Like,
I was looking at the footwork, like the game. I was looking at their game,
Yeah.
like their game was similar.
see, I ain't even
They
necessarily
ain't got to
saying
be centers
similar.
necessarily. Give me 2 tall niggas. Small forwards and up, whatever. Give me 2 tall niggas that are roughly equal in skill that are not obviously LeBron or Michael.
You know what I'm gonna say, but nobody wants to go with that elephant in the room.
Go ahead.
Kobe and LeBron, Kobe and Michael Jordan.
Well, I'm trying
Like-
to go. I'm trying to pair them up in a 2-on-2 game. That's why.
Are these?
I'm trying to pair
2-on-2
LeBron up
game?
with somebody and Mike up with somebody. Playground
Oh,
game to 21.
Yeah, because he gonna.
And-
This
and-
Because
is
and-
1-on-1 is too
center?
hard. But like but it's just somebody to hold down the paint, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 tall niggas. That's what I mean. Like it don't have to be a center. But just 2 niggas that's roughly even in skill.
That's what I
minute
just
it-
said, Pat.
the
You
minute
and
it
Dave
become-
Robinson shit.
the minute, but the problem is this: the minute it becomes a team sport, Twan's argument goes out the window because his argument is if LeBron James could play by himself, he would be undefeated. The
Their
minute
only
it becomes
job.
the minute it becomes a team sport, and it's again, we got to go get the W, and it don't matter whether it's a last second shot or it's not about that. It's about I have to go
Yeah,
get
we're
the
going
win.
to 21. We're going to
I gotta
21.
go get the win.
On a
Like, I have to
playground.
win. I just don't believe that niggas want. This has nothing to do with saying he
This,
doesn't. He
this
doesn't
the point.
dedicate.
This the point I'm making, right? Regardless of who you put at the center or who the other player is, I just want to know who's guarding LeBron James.
Mike. Mike's guarding LeBron. LeBron's guarding Mike.
Do you know where Michael Jordan played at?
A shooting guard.
No. Do you know what weight he played at?
Oh, like what? 220, something like that.
210.
210.
But now when he got older, maybe 220. 6'6", 6'5.5", barefoot. LeBron James is 6'9" without shoes. 270 pounds. Can dribble.
That's why I was trying to take the 1-on-1 out, and I was trying to make it a 2-on-2. Because
And see,
1-on-1, I feel like all LeBron got to do is post Mike, and then you know what I'm saying? Like that's
Then we gotta hope he hit the shots because he only shooting about 48% from the field. So
No, this is what's kind of crazy. He shoots over 50%. He shoots a higher 3-point percentage than Michael Jordan. Like, I hate when Jordan fans start lying.
He shot more. He shot like more threes than Michael.
But if he, this is what's crazy, Flaw, and you're a very smart man. Percentages are percentages. It don't matter what you shoot. It's how many you hit when you shoot them.
all right. Let's do it. This is where we at as of February.
The last 4 off seasons doing nothing but improving your 3-point shooting.
According the regular season stats, so this does not include playoff stats, and this is as of February of this year. Jordan 30.1, LeBron 27.1 points per game. Rebounds, Jordan 6.2, LeBron 7.5. Assists, Jordan 5.3, LeBron 7.4. Steals, Jordan 2.3, LeBron 1.6.
Okay.
I was just giving you all the numbers.
He was just giving you some numbers.
Do with that what you will.
Giving you some numbers.
Their numbers. This okay. Put this up there because I know you're looking at their overall stats, and one of the stats they do show, right?
Overall stats for regular season.
Michael Jordan scores 3 points more than LeBron per game, right?
Yes.
Go tell me how many shots they take per game.
Give me 1 second. I can tell you their percentage. Jordan's percentage was slightly less. I mean, not. It's within a statistical point though. It's 49.7 to LeBron's 50.5.
I know LeBron shoots better from 2 and 3. Another myth that Jordan fans brought up. Now bring up
3-point for Jordan. 3-point was 32.7 for LeBron. It's 34.6 for free throws. Jordan's up 10 on him.
It's 80 something, and that nigga shoots in the
second. I'm still asking you to tell me how many shots per game did Michael Jordan take?
I'm looking that up. It ain't just right here. Hold up.
Well, the truth of the matter is Michael Jordan shot more. And he
Well,
only
the truth of the
scored.
matter is, it was in his job description. The same way, the
He
same reason
took
LeBron James.
he took
What?
22.9 shots per game, Michael Jordan, and I'm about to give you LeBron's now.
It's not even a lot of shots for Mike. Actually, now I think about it.
No, that's
LeBron
not
takes
a.
That's not
19.6.
that's not crazy. But I will say that LeBron James' number one responsibility is a distributor, so his assists should be higher than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan didn't have the same responsibility. LeBron
And
James spent the most of his career playing point forward.
and that's the point. And he's
What
making
is
all the
Michael
points.
Jordan's job description?
Hey, look,
You just said
Shane.
it earlier.
Shane. Flaw is making all the points that I'm making. Scoring isn't LeBron James' number one job description.
Oh no, they dumped a lot on his books. If we're gonna be
If
fair,
if LeBron James had Chris Paul and his only job was to score, he's 35, 36 points a game.
these are lies.
No, that's not. That's factual.
These are lies. He had a Kyrie Irving and didn't do that, my nigga. What are we
Kyrie
talking
Irving's
about?
not a passing point. See, that's how. See, when you make statements like that, you make me question your basketball aptitude.
Now you know
Kyrie Irving's a shooting guard.
No, Kyrie Irving didn't respect LeBron James when he played with him the first time.
And you know
Being
what's
honest.
crazy? You know what's crazy?
Because Kyrie
You
Irving
know,
don't have a problem passing the ball to Kevin Durant whenever
you
Kevin
know
Durant
what's
wants.
crazy? You know what's crazy?
What up?
Who did Kyrie Irving this whole offseason beg to play with again and say, I was a dumb kid. I should have realized what LeBron was going through.
I should have realized that I want something that I don't really want. I don't want to be responsible for a team. That's what Kyrie Irving said, and that's okay.
At the
All
end
right,
of the
y'all.
day,
All right, y'all. At the end of the day, Twan, give me your last argument to convert the Jordan fans over to the LeBron side. It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. But try.
You can't convert anybody.
Give
But
me your
all
best
I'm gonna
2-minute
say is
pitch.
this. The last thing I'm gonna say is sometime in 2022, LeBron James will be the all-time scorer in NBA history. And I find that ironic because all Jordan fans talk about is his scoring ability. And LeBron James will be the all-time point leader in NBA history. And
I
he's
never brought up him being the number one better scorer.
and this
I
is
never
what's
brought that up.
crazy. This is what's crazy, Shane. He scored 30 last season in his 19th season.
And did they make the playoffs?
Did the Charlotte make the playoffs?
Did they make the playoffs?
Did Charlotte make the playoffs?
Not when Michael didn't average 30 in Charlotte.
No, in his 19th season, in his 15th season, did he make the playoffs?
No.
Okay, then.
Tell me
putting shit on LeBron
He didn't play
James
with a top.
that your guy didn't
top
do.
5 player. He didn't play with a top 5 player in that year either.
Flaw, tell me why.
Anthony Davis played 22 games.
Give me 2 minutes, Flaw. Tell me, your last thoughts why Jordan will remain better than LeBron.
I'm gonna say this again. This is very simple. If you are looking to grab the most skilled basketball player to ever play the game, LeBron James is your man. If you are looking for the greatest player to make sure that you win the game, then there's nothing to talk about. Like, there's nothing to talk about. You want somebody that's going to go out there and do whatever it takes to get you the W. You want somebody that's going, if you want somebody that's going to go the distance, it's nothing to talk about. It's simple. Like, it ain't about making the best play. You want somebody that's going to go out there and get you a W, then it's simple. Come on over to Team Mike. Hang you up some banners. It's going to be, you know what? You're going to have banners in the same color. Come over here. Your banners ain't going to have all these mismatched colors and shit. Niggas ain't going to know which jersey to retire you in and shit. It ain't going to be complicated. Come on over here, and it's going to be highs, it's going to be lows, but you're going to be respected for that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be respected for riding that way.
All right, y'all, man. Y'all leave it in the comments, man. Jordan or LeBron, you let me know. You know what I'm saying? When you playing NBA 2K, who you picking? Are you picking the classic Bulls? Are you picking one of LeBron's teams? You know what I'm saying? You just let me know. You know what I mean? Let us know in the comments. Make sure you like, you share, and you subscribe. This is OTI Open to Interpretation right here on the Ethos Media Network. Peace.